Alright folks, just doing a quick show and tell video here on Spyderco Chicago. I posted like a 4-second clip of this knife, just opening it with a finger flick like this. Oh. And somebody posted and said, hey, what's going on? You'd maybe show a little more, so I decided to go ahead and upload this video. So it's a viewer request, which I'm happy to do. Never had one before, so anyhow, this knife, let me just run through some stats real quick. Its overall length is just over 5 inches at 5 inches .031. The blade is 2 inches long exactly. The blade is also made out of 440C steel, which causes a little bit of drama. I posted some pictures of this knife on Instagram, and somebody's like, that 440C is bullshit, and we'll get into that a little bit later. I really don't see a problem with it. It sharpens nice and easy and maintains an edge reasonably well for an EDC blade. The cutting edge is 1.75 inches. The weight is 2.2 ounces. The thickness of the blade is 2.5 millimeters, which is actually a little wide there, if you ask me, for a blade so short. And the handle's made out of G10 and is a very fine G10. It is a LinerLock, and I've had this knife for about 2 years, and as you can see, that LinerLock is still pretty early. Being a left-handed person, it's a little difficult for me to disengage, to get enough leverage to disengage that. So I usually use two hands to go ahead and shut it. This is part of Spyderco's Clip It series, which uses this spider wire pocket clip, which really gives you deep carry, and it's very concealed when it's in your pocket, and I love it. I just threw this lanyard on there because, let's get it up there, I thought it was cool. It has a standoff construction, so it's flow through, so dirt and grime and lint and dust and all that stuff just breeze right through there. Now, like I said, I'm a lefty, so the cutout for the spider hole on the left-hand side is significantly smaller than on the right-hand side. So it's a little harder. See, it can be done. To thumb deploy, I haven't used this knife in a long time, so I'm just a little bit rusty on it. I'm sure with practice you could do it all the time. For me as a lefty, it's easier to middle finger flick. And it has this choil, so you can kind of choke up. There is no jimping here, which is one thing I would say it'd be nice if it had a little bit of jimping. But this is a fine little EDC knife. If I was actually going to carry it today, I'd actually take this clip off, which is reversible for right or left hand carry, tip up only. I'd actually take that off and probably just carry it loose in my pocket with this lanyard on there. It's a nice knife. I like it. I just had bought other knives and I stopped carrying it. No real reason. It's just that you always buy something new and then you want to carry your new knives. I like it. It handles well. Now this knife was actually created because in some cities, Chicago specifically, the maximum length of a blade that you can carry is 2 inches. And so Spyderco created this knife to cater to that Chicago market. I did want to talk a little bit about the steel that this blade's made out of, and it's 440C, which is considered to be a high carbon stainless steel. So it means its carbon content's high, but it's had other elements like chromium added to it to make it, they call it stainless, but it's really more like stain resistant because even stainless steel will rust. That used to be a premium steel, but typically now it's considered a budget steel. You'll see in a lot of Chinese made knives. This knife was made in Taiwan. I don't know if you can see that. Let's take some close-ups real quick of the knife. This knife is probably a little grimy. I just took it right out of the box. So anyhow, a lot of people will be like, 440 stainless steel, wow, I want LMAX or S30V or who knows what. But and I kind of look at it this way. This is about a $40 knife. It's well constructed. It's got a good design. It's very comfortable in my hand. It's a convenient carry. And for 440 stainless steel, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything overly dramatic. I mean, this knife isn't big enough to be a chopper. I'm certainly not going to baton wood or open cans with this or cut carpet. It just wouldn't be a good knife for any of that, just based off of its size and handle size. I mean, the blade you could cut stuff, but you'd need a bigger handle. This is for opening envelopes, cutting string, opening bags of potato chips, and and stuff like that, and it works great for that. And 440 is an ideal steel for that. When you think about it, like the Roman, the Roman army conquered most of the known world at the time with steel less than 440C, and the Cowboys won the Wild West with steel less than 440C. They didn't have steel as good as 440C in the Civil War. So for my EDC needs, and probably the EDC needs of most people, 440C is more than adequate. So anyhow, it's just my 2 cents. Great knife. I like it. That's it. Thank you.